came down to go feed the horses and I saw all this, hoping it wasn't coming from there. And I realized this bucket was completely full. You can see the watermark, and it had overflowed because of that. But this is dripping pretty quickly. So how do I fix it? Because this is going to fill up way too much, way too fast. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Summerfield Farm and Draft Horses. And I'm sorry I look the way I look because I was just under there. We had a small water leak. Let me see, I'll turn it on. As you can see, it made a mess, like everywhere. I thought it was from that, but it wasn't. Thankfully, it was from that. So what happened was that it just dripped all the way in there and it overfilled the bucket because that bucket has a crack. Where is it? Yeah, right there. That's why we don't use that one for the horses anymore. It's kind of like, after a while, with Jarvis stepping on them, they make a mess. They break them. So we use them for all sorts of things. But yeah, it filled up. You can see the line right there. And it overflowed and made a big mess. So that was not like the number one thing that I wanted to see when I came to make their buckets tonight, because now it's dark again. Because I worked from home today, so it means at about 5:10, 5:15 I can scoot out of my office, and I actually have an extra hour of daylight to be able to do the things that I've been missing since I took on this new job, which is my horses. So yeah, so this took basically a half an hour. Husband isn't here. He went off to do some lodge thing, and I came down and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, you know, this is a second water leak. We already had a water leak once, so this is the second one of the year. How do I fix it? So I got on the phone with him and you know, husbands, they do try to help a lot, and they forget that their wives are actually kind of smart sometimes. So they try to like tell you like A, B, C, like everything. You know, like if you're like following a recipe, the recipe tells you, you know, get the flour and then put the flour in the bowl, and then get the cornstarch and put the cornstarch in the bowl. I said, I don't need that. Just tell me to get the flour and get the cornstarch, put it in the bowl. That's all I need. You know, dummy it down, make it stupid. So he dummied it down, made it really stupid, and it drove me insane. So he ended up hanging up on me. But I figured it out, you know, because I'm a good wife like that and I'm pretty handy. So we'll address that later. But anyway, this is fixed, this is done, and that's probably the main cause of our water pressure problem that we had. Because we have massive amount of sediment. I think our well pump is like sitting on the bottom of the well of the ground, so it's sucking up all this sediment that's in the bottom of the well rather than kind of like hanging up a little bit in the water. So we have the two. That one is usually caked with mud when we go to switch it out, and that one is usually pretty clean. So yeah, so yeah, that little gray valve right there wasn't turned all the way open. And that's probably where some of the air leak that I was hearing since the last time he did it was coming from. So, I don't know. We'll find out when I take a shower tonight. So anyway, the reason why I'm making this video is I want to talk about Noah. And it is feeding time. Everybody's got their food all prepped up. And I'm going to go and turn on the barn. I'm going to get the camera set up, and then I'm going to explain what I'm going to do. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm in the barn, and the horses are out there. And I'm going to try to put Noah in here. Usually I feed him out in the aisleway, and Jarvis or Darcy is in this stall, and then the other one is in the other stall. Because Noah has this really bad habit, and it's not a terrible bad habit because it's kind of like a false bad habit. He has grown falsely aggressive to his food. So what that means is that he does try to push everybody else out of the food because he feels that he's gonna go hungry, which it happens in draft horses, especially when they've been in a slaughter-bound situation, because normally they have to fight in order to get their food. But Noah has been in a private barn for a year, so I don't know how they handled feeding time, because they had a couple others, so I don't know if they just like went in and like chucked all the food out or what they did. But around here, feeding time is calm and quiet, and nobody pushes anybody else around. So what Noah does, and you'll see that when he comes in, is he will pin his ears and come at you. Darcy does when he comes towards his food, but he just puts his ears up at the end. And that's not being aggressive. That's more passive aggressive. It's just that he has learned that when he puts his ears back, that's his way of asking for food. And it's not being mean, it's not being aggressive, because he doesn't try to bite, he doesn't try to strike, he doesn't like pin them back, like aggressively pin them back like this. But what he does is he puts them back, and that is his way of asking and saying, hey, I want my food, give me some food. And that's just his way of saying that, because horses they can't speak, so they use their body language in order to ask for things. And if they don't get what they want right away, well, then that's when they take it to the next level and they take another action, which is a little bit stronger ask. It's more like them yelling. So for instance, you have a child that you're sitting in watching TV or something like that, and your child comes up and like, mom, they pull on your jacket or your coat or your sleeve, and they're like, hey, mom, and they kind of ask you that. And then if you keep on ignoring them, they kind of get in your face. You know, some kids will do so. Hi, Noah. Hi, Noah. We're talking about you. Yeah. So usually the next step that a child will do is they get in your face, or they go, ma, and they yell at you. Well, that's what he does. Is his ears that are back is like him going, mom, hey, you know, I want my food. And then usually after that is more like the push of the head, or, you know, you've probably seen a horse do this if they're wanting their treat bad. They kind of put their head back, or they kind of mush into you or something like that. And that's their way of saying, ma, I want my food. So we don't like horses to yell at people because that's rude. We want them to ask kindly and nicely, right? He's just like, what are you doing? Hi, buddy boy. What's going on? You guys can't see it. It's hilarious. There he is. There's the guy. Okay, so maybe he's going to do this while I'm talking. So you see how his ears are back on that one side, this one here? He's not asking for anything. He's actually, in that instance, he was just learning. He was listening. The other two were coming. Hi, Jarvis. They're all like, where is food? The barn lights are on. That means food. So I kind of snookered them on this one. So let's see about getting him in. And I want to show you how to solve this little passive-aggressive problem. Now, I will let you know at the very beginning, like right now, what I'm going to do and how to fix this. And basically what you do is you wait for both ears before you give him the food. So I come up with the food. He's going to be in here, and I'm going to come up with a bucket of food. His ears are going to go back because he's going to be like asking for food. Oh, great. Drop the bucket, please. That's what he's going to say. Hi. Hello. How are you? What you doing? we talking about food? Who are you listening to back there? I know, I don't have food yet. How you doing? So he's gonna put his ears back. And what you wanna do is, as you approach, you wait for those two ears to go forward. So if he continuously gives back his ears, you wanna back up. And you don't want to allow him to use the action of putting his ears back to ask the question for food. You wanna wait until you get both of those ears up, or at least one, you know. And then you wanna start your approach. So if he's like here, and you're coming towards me, and he puts his ears back, I don't want you to come any closer. So say you just put your ears back, and I have my bucket, and I walk towards you, you just put your ears back, I'm gonna put I'm gonna back up. Because that ears back is technically the warning of go away. So if he understands and remembers that, okay, I'm coming to you for something good, but you're putting your ears back, that means I need to back away. So, but he wants the food. So then, of course, he's gonna be curious, and his ears are gonna go back up, like, hey, where you going? I'm gonna come back. And if he puts his ears back, well, then I go back. And it's just like telling your child, you know, I'm gonna do this if you do this. So he'll learn in a couple of feedings. It's not gonna be overnight. I'm not gonna get probably both ears. Hi, Noah. See how he put his ears back? I'm probably not gonna get both ears right away as I put the bucket down, because most of the times when you have a horse that's like this, the first time that you introduce this training to try to break that habit right there, he will put his ears back when you put the bucket down. But at least he'll get the connection that his ears were forward as you were bringing the nice treat of a bucket. So it's gonna be a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but let's see how this goes. I'm gonna leave this here so you guys can watch them. Hi. Hello, Jarvis. It's me. Don't try to bite me. Hi. Hi, Darcy. Hello. How are you doing? I know. I'm gonna get your food. Hi, Noah. Hi. Can I have you in your stall? Or are we gonna do this out here? We can do this out here. Let's do this out there. Let's see what happens. Noah doesn't like sticks, so he's probably gonna move when I come out. Because he thinks this is a stick. See that? He's so afraid. He's like, I don't want to. Hi! I know, see, that's what I want. I want a face and ears. I don't want pinning. Let me fix this. There, that should work. And then when we get the other two in the other stalls, then we can work in the whole area. So I'm gonna be right back. Watch these guys for a little bit, see what they do, and I'm gonna go get the buckets. everybody should have a no-no stick, and that's what I call this, or any stick, but it's just a very short stick. And we call them no-no sticks because it's what we don't want them to do. Now you notice just then, all I had to do was put it up. My body posture was very calm, I was not aggressive about it, and he moved. So I understand he's very sensitive with sticks because of moving things around. I've kind of found that out. Mucking, you know, sticks and stuff like that, he's very afraid. So I'm presuming that he was abused at some point in time. So we're gonna use this to our advantage and to be calm and passive. So I have his food over there, and I'm gonna bring it in, and I'm gonna do the back and forth that I showed you about. So what I want you all to watch is for his ears, to make sure that when his ears are up, I'm moving forward, his ears go back. The second they go back, I'm going to back up. So let's try this out. Right? Yes. And I'm keeping the no-no stick here. All right, Noah. Good boy. Let's see if we can do this, huh? All right, so he's behind me. I'm gonna put my stick out to let him know that's too close. Let's see. You want your bucket? Here. It's all right. Now I have the stick. Good boy. Good job. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. You silly guy. All right. You're all right. Oh well. Sometimes when you work with animals, they don't do what you want them to do when you're recording. Oh well. But anyway, the whole concept, I hope you guys got. I'll try to do this again, and I'll try to see if I can get it on video. So if I do at other subsequent feedings, then I will mix it into another another video else a little farther down the line. But we are going to work with the no-no stick. I want to know what he does. He obviously knows stuff. We'll work on that another day. It's Thursday, which means tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow I get to work from home again, and I have an hour for lunch, which I might or might not come out here and work with him. And then Friday night, Saturday, and all day Sunday, we can work with this guy. Although it's supposed to snow on Sunday, so maybe that'll be kind of fun too. But let's just do some brushing and kind of get all the muck off him. Might as well take advantage. Take advantage of the situation while he's here. Right, Tina? So I'm gonna let him eat. I'm gonna finish grooming the other two. And thanks for stopping by for this short little video, and I will see you again. Summerfield Farm and Draft Horses. Let me see. Dorsey tried to do that. It's not tall enough. In trouble. I think this is what he wanted.